Plans to improve tax revenue have long occupied the minds of officials at both National Treasury and SARS. The action plan is expected to be pronounced by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana later this month. In 2020, COVID-19 pandemic impacted on tax collections. As a result, government has been receiving fewer taxes from companies.
When we're talking about CIT, essentially we are simply just talking about collecting taxes that companies have made because they have made profits, because they have generated the income. If you do not have any profits and you do not have income, you actually wouldn't be expecting then to see any income being generated. And therefore, as a result, that is why we are where we are now, that we've been going through this downward spiral for the contribution that CIT is making on overall taxes, but also just on the GDP.
Transfer Pricing and International Tax Director at Deloitte, Musa Manyati, says SARS should ensure that state-owned companies also pay their fair share when it comes to taxes.
The importance of economic growth and the focus around growth and the structural change of the economy. And that goes together with what we're expecting to see from a SOE perspective. And remember, these are entities that are tax-paying. Eskom is tax-paying, Transnet is tax-paying, SAA is tax-paying. So if you can actually fix those from a broader tax perspective, that's actually going to be a positive contribution to the economy.
Economic challenges continue to hinder tax collection. Tax analysts suggest that Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana must consider the economic challenges before increasing VAT this financial year. Deloitte's indirect tax leader, Severus Mudd, says Treasury must create an enabling environment for tax collection. He says job creation and economic growth are key to achieve higher tax collections.
Inflation is starting to rise, which means that it has an impact on the consumer, less disposable income. We've seen the interest rates that are going to increase. We've heard from the Reserve Bank that that's going to increase. So that'll obviously, over the next 2 years, it's going to increase by about 4%. That's what I've heard. So that means that we have less disposable income and we have an increase in inflation. So you need to understand how VAT's collected. VAT's collected from everyone. The consumer makeup.
Government is also urged to focus its attention on the future of employment in the country, contributing to economic growth and more tax collections. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.